main concept comes from the STAR principle. There's a matrix on there that I've got for you. It has 4 boxes. Has everybody got that? Right. The top left-hand box is the STAR. This is where we want to be, which is a high-growth business in a high-growth niche. These are the Googles. These are the Microsofts and the Apples. The next one to the right is the question marks. These are the businesses that we're not sure whether they are going to make it as leaders, but they do have growth potential or are growing quickly now, but they may not be making cash. Good examples of businesses like this was businesses in the dot-com boom. So Google has both been a question mark and is now a star. The bottom left, we've got the cash cows. Our cash cows are great because they bring us cash, and they do it at very low risk because they've already earned their stripes. And good examples of cash cows are the banks. So the banks now, they've all got their, especially the big banks anyway, have their positions fairly much solidified and they're making good cash. And then we have the dogs. These are the businesses that we want to kill. I think that's funny because, you know, people are very affinity with dogs. Anyway, so we have these dogs, and dogs really are none of the above. They are not growth businesses that have no potential for that, and they are not cash cows in that they're not making very much money. So we need to get rid of these. And we need to work towards becoming a star. So what is a star? I'll just refresh that. It is a high growth business in a high growth niche. And you just need to keep in Google in the back of your head every time you're looking for a reference point. Yes?
Have you heard of female friendly?
Have I heard of female friendly? Now, female friendly is a business, I understand, it's consulting to businesses, making sure that they are female friendly, am I right? Correct. A bit like making sure they're green friendly. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Great example.
Sell endorsements.
Sell endorsements, is it? So there's a great example of adding value to a business, some perceived need there that they need to become more female friendly. And I imagine that's like companies like Mechanics or something like that? Or sort of previously...
One of them is married to a mechanic.
Yeah, she's married to a mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'd pitch it to if that was my business. Was that what it is?
Yeah,
yep.
It was.
Okay, there you go.
That's where it started.
Yep.
That's where it started, yeah.
So
in under 2 years.
This is a great example of a business growing extremely rapidly because it's a high growth business in a high growth niche. I mean, they are truly unstoppable. Once you get into them, you can't stop them because they have PR on their side. PR, and I was going to go into this later, but I'll touch on it now. In your sales and marketing processes, you really ought to be relying on PR. All of the big businesses, Google's, Betfair is one I'll talk about soon, which you would have seen at the cricket just last season in Australia. Are great examples of businesses that built their whole business on PR because they had something worth talking about. And they didn't make it through advertising, and now they spend that money in advertising now to grow their businesses, but when they started like rockets just through PR because it was something interesting. In terms of the process, and if you turn to the process chart, I've got there, the first stage is our define stage. We need to define the market. So in terms of how do we know whether we're going to be the next female-friendly company, we need to start thinking, what is going on in the market? And the first thing we do is we start to look at the broader market. And then we break it down into the sub-niches. A good example of businesses who have done this well is Red Bull. They've started to look at the whole market, fizzy drink market, soda pop, whatever you want to call it. I think they have a name for it, something like lolly water. And for businesses, it's a cash cow because they can add tremendous amounts of value to essentially what is water. Coke has this wrapped up. Everybody knows that. Yet along came someone and they said, what we need is an energy drink for the 20 to 35-year-olds to mix with vodka. Who would have thought? And they did it brilliantly. Now, Red Bull they absolutely own the energy drink market. Coke have tried to touch it, and I think they had some crazy drink called Mother or something. It can't get near it. So again, it just demonstrates the power of it. But the first step is to define, well, what market am I in? So many of you as speakers, you know, you're in the consulting business, you're in sales. Maybe you're consulting to the accountant business. and that is your niche, and you're going to sell sales to the accounting business. But you really do need to be more scientific than that, I think, is you need to actually understand your sub-niche has to provide some legitimate real value. And the female friendly is a good example. It provides some value to what is, essentially, I guess, a consulting business.